Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to review my presentation. My cameraman back there, Kilat, that's my one person. I've got 4 up here, so 5 people meeting the criteria for my presentation. My presentation today is career theory and Erickson's stages of development. One of the things we had to do was come up with what we thought were traits of a scholarly person. And I have quite a few here, but I really feel strongly that a scholarly person isn't an in-your-face, smarty kind of person. It's a very thoughtful communicator who's humble, not afraid to fail, wants to share their knowledge, is always learning, and isn't afraid to challenge or question things in their field. And of course, a leader. We had to come up with one person who was our everyday hero, and I think everybody knows Professor Paulson, and he really is an everyday hero, at least in a scholarly way here at Winona State. He has always challenged me, and especially I've enjoyed his entrepreneurship and his ability to think and look outside the box. He's very inspirational to students, and he's very humble. You wouldn't know that he's, been through law school. You wouldn't know that he's like a regular guy, almost a parental kind of figure, I think, for a lot of students. And he really enjoys teaching, and certainly isn't afraid to fail. He likes to take risks, and I don't know, I just think he's a really good inspirational leader for all the students here at Winona State. We needed to share our academic plan, and I'm calling my academic plan the 3, 2, 1 and out. So I have 3 credits to take this summer, 2 fall classes, and winter graduation, and I'm out of here. I am still considering whether I want to go on and get a master's, which would allow me to teach at Winona State if I wanted to do adjunct faculty work. So I'm almost out. I'm not closing the door to something further, but that's my 3, 2, 1 and out plan. My professional plan, to kind of summarize that, I guess, is I'm kind of transitioning from a full-time regular career into a slow-down retirement kind of phase, I guess. I'm not ready to retire yet, but I really feel that I want to do something meaningful that'll give back. So my plan is to continue my career while I'm building my business for retirement, and then I'm going to retire into doing my business. So the first part of that, so doing good and doing well is going to equal happiness for me. So if I can do good for other people, I think that will make me happy. But if I can do well doing it, and well meaning to actually have a successful business, to be able to reach people, to be able to make a difference, not just with the people that we will serve with our products, but also the employees, to make sure they have a meaningful experience and can treat them well with good pay, and not go rogue in doing so would be great. And my happiness really lets me have the best of both worlds. So I can run my business, I can still enjoy retirement, I can get good people in place with me, so that, if I want to go snowbird for a month or 2 in the winter, or if I want to go camping or just take the day off, I can do that and know everything is going to run smoothly. Part of what we've learned in this class is we've learned about social justice, and how that would impact what I do in the future. Really has to do with the people we'll be working with, which are the elderly people, which are on fixed incomes. They're vulnerable adults. To be able to give them the equal rights and opportunities that other people get. We don't want them to be at a disadvantage because they can't drive anymore, because they can't talk anymore, because they don't have, all their friends or other family are either gone away running their own lives, or they've passed away. So we want them to be treated with dignity and I guess level the playing field for all of them. The other part with social justice is actually the multicultural awareness. We need to find ways to make sure that the elderly, that we keep in mind where they're coming from. And I got to thinking about that, and you know, many people in other generations have experiences other than what we have. I mean, you guys out here, I mean, you grew up in this digital age, the age of convenience, where you know everything is right now. You get what you need and you move on. And in different times and in different cultures, I mean, you had, I guess I don't want to say more meaning, but you know, you didn't have a meal. You had a gathering of friends that spent the whole day together, enjoying each other, and compared to running through a drive-through at McDonald's and then, you know, heading to a movie or something. So, and many people, especially of the elder group, had very limited means growing up. I mean, they went through the Depression. They went through no food, no clothes, you know, no father because he was off to war. Totally different. And then the veterans, to keep in mind some of these really rare experiences that we would have no idea what it was like to be in World War II or Vietnam, and special needs that they may have. So just being aware that we're not all the same, but we can blend together and get along just fine. We were asked to explain how being an educated person can affect you socially and financially and professionally. And I think more than anything, being educated gives you the confidence to take the risk, to go after the jobs, to be a presence, to take charge, to be a leader. And I think a lot of that can help you create these building blocks and make this lifelong learning plan with goals and rewards. I know I'm going to go to school and I'm going to get a job, maybe not the one I want, but I'm not going to be, you know, a bagger at the grocery store either. So I know I can do, I'm confident in what I do, and know it might take some time to get there, but I can make a plan. Also, Erickson's theory, we needed to talk about what stage we were in, and really, I was in stage 7, which had to do with generativity, and which really surprised me because I didn't know what generativity was before this class and how much I was stuck in that phase. And that stage is really the stage of wanting to give back. It's the stage of wanting to do something meaningful. And I kind of started out talking about that's where I was headed, and when I had to figure out the stage I was at, it's like, holy crap. I guess I'm stuck right in that stage. So, but that's where I am in Erickson's theory. We had a text that we had to read, and there were stories throughout the text, and two of the stories that stuck with me really was, there was a guy in Nikolai, and he didn't speak very much English at all, but he needed a job, and there was a job at a barber shop that was open, and he went in, he had the confidence when they asked him, well, have you ever given a military haircut before? He said yes. And he'd never given a military haircut, he'd never given a haircut before, but he had seen in his country someone else give someone a haircut. Well, he ended up getting the job, and through the years ended up managing the barbershop. So sometimes, not to lie, but having that confidence to go in and know you can do it, and then do it. And the other story was about a gal named Gwen, and she really just has done what I've done many times in my life, where just packed everything up, took a chance, moved, whether to another country or, you know, to another state, and then figured it out when you got there. I mean, to be confident enough to know that you're going to land on your feet and make a good life for yourself. So, Luck is No Accident was the text, and it was full of stories. Those were the two that I related to. So, in conclusion, I guess I just like to end with a little cartoon here. This one really is, it's me. I'm chipping away, chasing the dream. I'm hoping that I'll get there, and with education and drive and confidence, I'm hoping that I can certainly do it, and I know I'm well on my way. So that's my presentation. Thank you for watching.